How's it, Angus? You might be wondering, why am I looking at cowboy butts? Well, the story behind this is dark and deep and simple. Truth is, I was in Montana for 5 years. I was getting an education degree, and one of the professors was a good friend of mine as well, so we called him Dr. X because he had a Greek name that was really, 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 really long. Greek name that started with X. Actually, everyone else called him Dr. X. I called him John. He was really into horses, so he helped out with the horse shows. He actually built up the horse show in southern Montana. And I was at the university where he taught multicultural education, and I was getting my education degree. And the town was Dillon. I might as well just say that. I was trying to leave names out, but too late now. So in Dillon, every Labor Day weekend, there's a rodeo show. This ain't my first rodeo. Yark, yark. And I helped out with the horse show, and then helped out with the rodeo some. I was actually trash man. I was trash man with these other bucks at the rodeo. I was a trash man at the rodeo. How's that for a job? But anyway, point being, I was in Montana for quite a number of years, about 5-ish. I went back and forth there before. And this is a Montana tale. It's not so much, good shot. This is my early digital days. You're hatching away there, not bad. So, yep, Montana and whatnot. They have lots of horses. We went off, and I was standing in this field, and these guys were running around. I was going, holy crap. I got some other horse stories, but this isn't a Montana story about a horse and such or whatnot, nor is it a tale about the many, many rivers. Actually, this is a cool river that cut through Montana into Wyoming or something like that. I don't know. There's like so many rivers. It's insane. This one has a very geological background, and that's another story. But it ain't the rivers, the mountains, the stories. It's about this place. This year, after I grad with a education degree, I got my first job in Los Angeles, actually teaching summer school history. I taught world history. Poor kids. They're teenagers, whatever. Anyhow, my next employ as an actual teacher was at a school for, let's say, air quote, bad boys, end air quote. They call them their things the Behavioral Modification Institutes, and they're a bunch of cabins deep in the woods to discourage them from running away. Of course, there's mountain lions and bears and cliffs and frozen rivers. This is northern Montana, near close to Canada. I think that's where foreigners are up there. And anyhow, there's this attempt at one of these little cabin reform. They have policed state type of mentality, super rules, semi boot camp. And inside this shell, they were having a legitimate, let's say, accredited high school. And so I had this job in this obscure boondock thing. And if you're ever one of them youngsters, they're about teenage to 20, and had to get stuck in one of these things, my heart totally goes out to you. And high five and hope you're doing well, because these things could be brutal. It was brutal as a teacher. But anyways, the real story, before I blah-blahed out a tangent, memory lane. I had to go from this small apartment in this little teeny town up along this river, which flows north. One of the onlyest rivers here in North America flows north. This road going from my apartment to this boondock school in the woods was a nemesis. It took me about 40 minutes just to drive. It took 40 minutes. But this road I had to drive this thing. This is probably early in the morning, 4 o'clock, 5 o'clock in the morning. Long hours, northern. It's pretty early, I don't know when exactly. But here's the beginning of this road. After it gets off of this, on the outskirts of town, taking a right off a 2-lane highway, going across some train tracks, it starts looking like this. The problem is, this road, imagine it during the winter. So let's go take a little look. What happened? There it is. So it starts off kind of looking normal enough, and this bumpy bump is handheld camera, but it's also they don't believe in potholes, I think. It probably has something to do with the winter. Now here's what I'm talking about. These things, this is like a packed dirt logging road. And these little type of pothole things were always there. It's like they couldn't repair them, but the drive was jarring. Oh, and so is my manipulation of this. So it goes along through these basically woods. It's just, there's nothing there. It can be a little bit, and then they sort of did a patch number here where they have this part a little bit clear because up ahead this road turns to the right and then goes down this incline and then continues, and that incline is called Blue Slide Road. And they wanted to keep this nice, I suppose, or whatever, but it is a long incline and there's no guardrail. Down here is, I think it's the Thompson River, which flows north. So just past these trees here, no guardrail, just past these trees, it goes off about 200 feet down to an icy cold mountain river. Yeah, that's right. No guardrail, cliff. And you ever walk on hard packed, icy snow? Now imagine driving down that and there's no guardrail. And I don't know, locals, we swung it out there for if you look, and this is it. Looks a little wide. It turns, and then it's the Blue Slide Drive. starts going down. This looks a little kind of wide. And granted, yeah. But when it snows, first off, it doesn't get light to, I don't know, 10 o'clock in the morning the sun rises. This is all just caked with snow. Caked. And it comes down. And then over here, there's an embankment. It's like a puff of snow that goes up here. So this road becomes like this little narrow slit. And you know, you don't want to do this powdered snow. It's not a guardrail. There's no guardrail. This is like, it goes, see how this is an incline here? This goes down probably a little bit steeper, about the same. There's nothing but, if you go off this road, people fly off this road once a year because they drive fast. I'm really good on the road. Arrogance. Pride before the fall. I ask Mongoose Max. So here you go. There it is. One time before I got, there's the river. Before I initially was on I hitched a ride with somebody else. We had a little carpool thing. I don't know, hopped on a carpool. We had a little car. Someone else driving. This is just snow-packed. And like 2 or 3 deer, not like, definitely 2 or 3 deer just raced down off of this thing. They just raced down in front of the car. And they were going like, I don't know, 30, which is like insane on this road when it's snowing. That's insane. I'm like driving like 5 miles an hour on this road. I'm serious. It's not good. These things come coming down here. One made it past the front of the car. The other one, poof, bounced over the hood. Huh. We got out. It ran away, but deer bounced. That was a thing. That's why I got a giant grill on the truck. Because see the grill in the truck. Because if something hits your headlight next day, you know, you need light. Especially in the dark in the winter. Here's that lovely bumper stuff. And that goes on for a while. Tons of this thing was cut out. I mean, I just took pot shots of here and there. Just after Blue Slide. Another thing about Blue Slide is I always thought it was because it was slippery when frozen. But no. Blue Slide is a geological formation. I don't even think anyone there, I don't know. I'll shutting them out there. They don't seem to know. Blue Slide looked like it was named after the road in its dangerous condition. But there's a feature in the geology where there's a layer, a giant 20-foot thick layer, more than that probably, layer of rock that goes through this mountainside. And it's a bluish, and it has nothing to do with sliding down that road. It's a geological feature. Anyways, after Blue Slide Road comes up, and then it goes around and around. Oh man, that one. And then it gets a plateau, and there's this farmhouse, I guess. I don't know where someone lives there. Kind of plateaus. Past that tree line, it goes clear down to the river. It snowed one time, and I had to stop. It was all dark because it was, you know, nighttime in the morning, and it was all snowing. The guy's cows got out, just standing in the middle of the road. They wouldn't move. And after that, it moves along. They got the sequence of this right. These things are ancient. Beautiful Montana, purple mountain majesty, tribes. Yeah, this is a paved version of a logging road. Let's get someone right down here. would continue on to the forest, and then you'd have to slow down and continue on another dirt-packed road to the probably one of the scariest places. Your teenagers